Recently, AI agents made quite a lot of noise in crypto space, but it's not just about hyped up tokens. Agents themselves are quite a promising tool. They are not just capable of analyzing data, but can also make decisions and perform tasks with minimal human involvement. In theory, they are quite useful in trading specifically. Traders can use them, for example, to monitor the market, look for trading opportunities, and execute predefined actions automatically, instead of constantly looking at the charts and sifting through news feeds and on-chain data themselves. However, there are also obvious downsides. First of all, AI is not a perfect tool. It can make mistakes and misinterpret data. Another consideration is security. To use AI agents, you have to give a third-party service access to your funds and exchange accounts, so you have to know exactly what permissions are being granted to your agent to avoid unnecessary risks. So Bybit came up with its own solution, trying to solve some of those problems. Recently, they announced a new AI-Subbaccount, specifically designed for AI agents. So in this video, we're gonna explain how Bybit's AI-Subaccounts work and how to set one up and connect to an AI agent. So welcome to the Web3 Guides YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button, and let's get started. Before we talk specifically about AI subaccounts, let's understand what subaccounts are and why traders use them. By the way, if you don't have any account on Bybit yet, join us using the link in the pinned comment under this video. This way you will get maximum welcome rewards from the exchange. To activate the bonus, you can also use our code BONUSOK. Now, a subaccount is essentially a separate mini account that exists under your main exchange account. It has its own account balance, statistics, and API keys, so you can use it as a kind of an isolated trading environment. Traders use subaccounts for different purposes. For example, to test specific trading strategies, without your main account statistics interfering with the results. Subaccounts are also used to connect external software, like trading bots, via API. Since each subaccount has its own API key, this way you avoid exposing your main account to potential risks that come with using third-party tools. But AI agents are not simple trading bots. They have much more autonomy, and you have to trust both the technology and the infrastructure behind. So it calls for more isolation and careful permission management. That's essentially what AI subaccount is for. It takes the advantages of standard subaccount, like dedicated API access or capital isolation, and adapts them to AI-driven applications. There are a few notable differences between an AI and a standard subaccount. An AI subaccount cannot be used for manual trading. You cannot just switch to it and use it as a regular account. It's designed exclusively for agents. It also means that no one else can independently log into your AI subaccount. It can be accessed only via your main account or through an API key connected to your agent. The API key that the agent uses is not permanent. It expires once a month and you have to create a new one, which acts as another failsafe. An AI subaccount also has additional security settings. For example, you can limit its account balance, restrict internal and external transfers, or other trading parameters, like maximum leverage. So, an AI subaccount is an even more isolated trading environment for safer experimentation with AI tools. Now let's create an actual AI subaccount and see what it looks like in more detail. To create your subaccount, you need to open your profile menu and go to the subaccounts page. Then click the Create button at the top right, choose the AI subaccount and give it a name. Then you'll need to pass the security check. After that, the subaccount will be created and appear in the subaccounts list. Now, before connecting the subaccount to your agent, you'd probably want to set the restrictions for the account. To do that, open the account settings and go to permissions. On the Assets tab, you can set the cap for the account balance and also restrict or allow certain fund transfers. As you can see, by default, the agent is not able to transfer the funds out of the account, and we would advise you to be careful with this setting and only allow external transfers when it's actually necessary. The subaccount also has two internal accounts, the Unified Trading Account and the Funding Account, and you can restrict or allow transfers between them in both directions. On the Trading tab, you can set the maximum leverage for futures and margin trading on spot. We, as always, suggest that you keep the leverage reasonably low. Here you can also set a take profit and a stop loss for all futures. These orders are triggered when total profits or losses of all your futures positions reach a certain amount, so a stop loss might be especially useful as an overall risk limiter for your account. Now, your agent will obviously need some money to trade, so you also need to send funds to the subaccount. To do that, hit the Transfer button and choose the sending account on your main account and the receiving account on the subaccount. Then enter the amount and confirm the transfer. We would recommend that you start with minimal investment at first, before you test the agent properly. And the final step is connecting the sub-account to your agent. You can use almost any AI service that supports API integration, like OpenClaw for example. First of all, go to the settings and choose Connect to AI Agent. Then you'll see a sort of an example of your dialogue with the agent. You will need to copy the first message that contains the link to the instructions and send it to your agent. Before you do it, you can also click the link and study the full text of the instructions yourself. After you send the instructions to the agent, it will generate a public key. Copy the key and paste it here. After that, Bybit will give you an API key. With this key, you return to your agent. The next step will depend on the agent that you're using and what you want to do with it. You can, for example, just automate some mundane tasks, or set the parameters for the agent to look for trading signals. Some agents can also be connected to a messenger, where they can send you notifications, for example on those signals they find, or you can send them instructions on the go. And of course, you can also attempt to create a complex trading strategy and set the agent to execute it. But remember that AI doesn't guarantee you any results, and you can't just blindly trust it. This will require research, analysis, and careful experimentation on your part before it starts working. So start with minimal investment, keep an eye on what permissions you give to your agent, and never forget about risk management. And that is all for today. If you want to give AI trading a shot or already have experimented with AI agents, share your experience in the comments, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and good trades to everyone.